In last lecture, we have seen how to show that 3 points are collinear. We have proved it by vectors method. One vector is scalar multiple of other, then two vectors are collinear. As one point is common between them, vectors they are along the same line, so points are collinear. Instead of using this condition, one vector is scalar multiple of other, we may find cross product of two vectors. And if cross product of two vectors 0, then also two vectors are collinear. Now this is vector method. Same example we can solve by using direction ratios. Coordinates of 3 points in space are given. 3 points ABC. We may find direction ratios of AB and direction ratios of AC. Instead of that, we may find direction ratios of AB and BC. So here we have found direction ratios of AB, direction ratios of AC. We have already seen when there are 2 points in space, direction ratios they are given by difference between corresponding coordinates. Now here compare direction ratios of AB with direction ratios of AC. Here we can observe that direction ratios are same with opposite sign. It means that direction ratios they are not equal but they are proportional. So direction ratios of AB and AC are proportional. We know for one line there are infinite direction ratios and they are proportional. So as direction ratios of two lines are proportional, there are two possibilities. Those two lines, they may be parallel to each other or they may be along the same line. Here we can observe that between AB and AC, one point is same, point A. As one point is same, these lines, they cannot be parallel. They are along the same line. So point A, it is common between AB and AC. It means that points ABC are collinear. We can use any one method to solve this example, but we can observe that direction ratios method is more convenient for this example. Now let us see another example. Show that 4 points. Now coordinates of points are given. Every point has 3 coordinates, means these are the points in space. So we have to show that these 4 points are vertices of parallelogram. Means we have to prove that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Quadrilateral, it has 4 sides, 4 vertices. A quadrilateral in which both the pairs of opposite sides are congruent and parallel, then quadrilateral is a parallelogram. This example also we can solve both the methods. either by using direction ratios or by using vector methods. If we find direction ratios of sides, as we know coordinates of point A, coordinates of point B, we can find direction ratios of AB. So here we can find direction ratios of four sides. Difference between corresponding coordinates. So 7 minus 5 minus 4 minus of minus 1. 7 minus 1. Simplify. So 2 minus 3, 6. Direction ratios of BC. 1 minus 7 minus 6 minus of minus 4. 10 minus 7. So we get minus 6 plus 4 minus 2. 10 minus 7, 3. Direction ratios of another side, CD. Minus 1 minus 1. Minus 3 minus of minus 6. 4 minus 10. Simplify. Minus 2 minus 3 plus 6. So it is plus 3. 4 minus 10. So it is minus 6. Now one more side is remaining. AD. Minus 1 minus 5. Minus 3 minus of minus 1. 4 minus 1. Simplify. Minus 6 minus 2, 3. Now AB and CD, they are opposite sides of a quadrilateral. Compare direction ratios of AB with direction ratios of CD. We can observe that direction ratios, they are same with opposite side, means direction ratios are proportional. Similarly, in this quadrilateral, BC and AD, they are opposite sides. Compare their direction ratios. Direction ratios of BC, direction ratios of AD. We can observe that they are equal, means they are also proportional. So direction ratios of AB and CD, they are proportional. Direction ratios of AD and BC are proportional. It means that AB parallel to CD and AD parallel to BC. In a quadrilateral, both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel. And in quadrilateral, as both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel, quadrilateral is a parallelogram. When both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel, then opposite sides, they are automatically equal. So quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Same example we can solve by vector method also. In vector method, we shall find vectors along opposite sides. So here we shall find AB bar and DC bar. Before that, we have to find position vectors of points. Usually position vectors of points, they are denoted by small letters. When coordinates of point are known to us, we can find position vector. In position vector, coordinates of point, they become coefficients of ijk. So a bar, it becomes, as we know, coordinates of point A bar becomes 5i minus j plus k. Similarly, we can find position vectors of remaining points also. After that, AB bar, vector directed from point A towards point B. DC bar, vector directed from point D towards point C. Here, A is initial point, B is terminal point. DC bar, D is initial point, C is terminal point. Now, vector in space, AB bar. As A is initial point, B terminal point. Vector in space, position vector of terminal point minus position vector of initial point. DC bar, C bar minus D bar. So we get two vectors. And if two vectors are equal, then magnitudes are equal. It means that AB equal to DC. And direction same. It means that AB parallel to CD. So when two vectors are equal, magnitudes equal, direction same. So AB parallel to DC and AB equal to DC. And in a quadrilateral, if one pair of opposite sides congruent and parallel, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So we can prove that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram by two methods, either by using direction ratios or by using vector method. Now we shall see next example. Can 2 by root 3 minus 2 by root 3 minus 1 by root 3 be direction cosines of any directed line? So we have to find whether these can be direction cosines of any line in space. Now for direction cosines of line, we know one condition. Direction cosines of any line, they should satisfy the condition that sum of squares of direction cosines, it should be equal to 1. If this condition does not get satisfied, then line cannot have such direction cosines. So here, given direction cosines, we shall denote by notations L, M and N. Find sum of squares of direction cosines of a line. Put the corresponding values. And we have to square each direction cosine. Square of negative number is also positive. 2 square 4, root 3 square. Radical sign gets eliminated, 3 plus. Here also we get 4 by 3. 1 square 1, root 3 square 3. Addition of 3 ratios, and in these 3 ratios denominators are equal. So LCM 3. Add numerators. 9 by 3. And we can observe that L square plus M square plus N square, it is equal to 3, means it is not equal to 1. So these direction cosines do not satisfy the required condition. It means that line in space cannot have these as direction cosines.